Hafude Guamibian, this is Dr. Nguyen. So we're in a new setting right here. If you remember the MTV Real World Confessions booths, I kind of want to simulate that. So I want to give the confessions of a physician. Where do I start? So 2024 was definitely mentally a tough year for me. I almost lost both of my parents due to medical conditions, and they had multiple repeated, hospitalizations and ICU visits, and it was a hard one for me, especially coming from the fact that my father is someone I see as my hero, and he's someone that has the most integrity and the smartest person I've known, and to see him deteriorate health-wise was a hard thing to see. And when you see someone up here as a high threshold, as a hero, and to start to see that decline, that takes a toll on you, and also psychologically affects you, because in my mind, my plan is to play tennis to 100, and he's 77 years old, and to see him in that condition, it makes you kind of really question, is that the fate for me, right? Am I start to deteriorate earlier than the 100 years that I had in mind for me? So because of that, I think I lost that motivation to really take care of myself. Typically, in terms of diet, I'm generally at 80-20, 80% of the time, and eating the way I like to eat, typically a more paleo or low carb type diet, minimally processed foods, but that kind of dropped down to like a 50-50, and gained a lot of weight and stopped exercise. I mean, I was, for 5 years straight, I was working out, lifting weights, and playing tennis 5 to 6 days a week. But that came to a grinding halt, especially the last 3 months. And, I tried to restart, but I fractured my wrist, and that, I had to stop for another 2 months. But with that in mind, I feel like I hit, in some ways, a rock bottom of my health, and I decided, I got to pay a little bit of attention. And it's been a journey, not just this year, but it's for the last couple of years. One of the things I was struggling with was fatigue. About 2 years ago, I would come home and I'd be completely exhausted after work, and all I could do is just lay on the ground in the living room, maybe watch some YouTube or just watch TV, and I didn't have the energy to do anything else. And for me, I felt really sad because I didn't have the energy to play with my kids and, in some ways take care of them after school. And I felt kind of horrible as a father, and I just felt I got to find something to do. And what was disappointing was, I saw the local doctors here on Guam, and one of the physicians was like, this kind of, I feel the same way, or similar situation, and there's not much you could do, so almost kind of suck it up. It's not a really good answer. And then another physician on Guam I saw was try liver capsules or liver supplementation, and I didn't feel that was gonna work. So I ended up going out to Virginia to see an integrative specialist, and they thought it was more of a testosterone issue. I actually tried testosterone for about 6 months, and I did feel good. But things a little bit changed in terms of my strategy after seeing a functional med specialist or physician out in Manila at Life Science. And we did a whole bunch of functional med testing. And one of the big things that we found was I had gut dysbiosis, which is just imbalance of the gut bacteria, and I had candida in my gut. And that can certainly cause a lot of fatigue. So when I went through the protocols of eliminating some of that candida in my gut, my energy levels went up about 50%. So I was no longer in that super exhausted, can't do anything after work state. So that improved much more. Some other resounding issues I still had was I've noticed that after I got COVID and maybe even potentially the vaccines, my cardiorespiratory endurance was significantly diminished since that. I couldn't even really play a full set of tennis since then over the last couple of years. And, it's hard to really prove that COVID did that, but I think after seeing an integrative med specialist out in La Jolla and paying, all of this really costs like probably close to $5,000 to $8,000 in workup and seeing physicians and consults. But one of the thoughts was, I had long COVID, so right now I'm gonna go through some of the protocols of long COVID and hopefully I can get my respiratory rate back and improve my conditioning with those protocols. So this year, I feel like I hit rock bottom, and I want to regain my health for my family, and I can't stress out about this. I know deep down my father would want me to take care of myself so that I can take care of my family and be more productive for my family, for the people of Guam, the patients I take care of, and even be able to take care of him. So I wanted to take this year to really go forward and put 100% commitment in doing all the protocols and habits. So going forward, I think I'm going to go more of a vlog format where more regular updates of some of the protocols of how I might take care of long COVID, all the sleep regimens and oral hygiene and all the exercise regimen that I'll be doing. And so just follow us on Nguyen, and I'll probably post most of these on the stories and do updates. And I want to put this out there because I know that there's a good percent of the population that are affected with long COVID, or even things that are not really addressed or treatable through allopathic or Western medicine. So I want to bring light and give hope that there are other ways when you're working with an integrative physician along with various practitioners like a chiropractor, physical therapist, acupuncturists, healers, Suruhanus, that as we work together, we can help you get over really difficult conditions. So I wanted to display that free and show you all my protocols and what I do for the next couple of months, and hopefully I can get all my goals accomplished, including getting things like my VO2 max improved, get my weight loss down, and among other things. So click subscribe, follow for more information. Take care.